Hogwarts. You sure? Okay. I'm so sorry. It hurts.
No. You got a little banged up.
I saw it.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Oh, sounds perfect. Just because I'm a pope...
If you listen to me, you wouldn't need to concern yourself with such matters. I've always said that travel broadens.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best-kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went... I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making. The poacher spoke of this area, and if you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here,
Revelio.
we can find out why.
Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Pelts. Poor beasts. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Now, where did I set my traps? Was it...
My skills are wasted doing this.
Perhaps I shall scout around Fell.
Dricus totalis.
Poach. It's been ages since I found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Show you. Tango!
Bombarded. Accio. Depulso.
Levioso! How's the view? Capringo! I haven't even had the chew yet!
Bombarded. Depulso.
Stop that! Levioso!
Accio.
Merlin, you've been guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. One fidget under the next and quiet as can be.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bar.
Dricus totalis. Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work along Crocus Totalis. Revenue.
What was that?
Crocus Totalis.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her on, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
we're looking for, and you brought a friend. Time to get my...
Stop right.
Stupid time.
Like to torture dragons, do you?
Number up wide, coming back this way.
Stupid time.
See how you like this?
Stupid time.
The last return of the wolf. Face the little son of a bitch. Nice and sweet.
Let me out,
Yes, they want to buy
What as well?
miserable weed. Has no one ever used your phone?
You leave me, Lenny.
Let's see you survive that heat. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Now you've gone too far.
Bombarda.
Barely felt anything at all.
What have you done?
Confringo.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this.
You're right. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Always going somewhere, that one.
Protego!
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Revelio. Revelio. So this is the underground harbour. Bombarda! Confringo! Revelio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Confringo! That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering...
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many...
If that's the only way...
Splendid! Before the invention of the...
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first... Which potion is commonly referred to as
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the tale of the three brothers involves which...
The Deathly Hallows.
According to Beadle, which ball in Quidditch is the large...
The Quaffle.
That's right! True or false? Polyjuice potion...
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty, and I won't be giving you any more easy questions.
I'd like to answer more.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which...
The Antipodean Opal.
No, I'm sorry, but though the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around... Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was It is believed that Hengist... The Hide-Behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the Hide-Behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Lethifold?
The Knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus Charm. The only known survivor of a Lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea. Who published the Law of Element...
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer... One of the principal exceptions to GAMPs. What does the Hogwarts...
Knowledge is the real magic.
No. The answer... In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Basilisk.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Rune's Paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the Rune's Paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witch...
The Pyrenees.
No. Ilvermorny is... The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Such as dusty, but are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
I don't have time for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make good work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
So frustrating. Your message mentioned your concern about... That could have been anything. I am allowed to leave the castle.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye.
But Mother! If someone had meddled...
I must get to...
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little...
It is specific to... Self-transfiguration is not... And it is in my gazelle form. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now then
it is. She says that no creep... But she has used her sight to control...
She's concerned for...
That may be safe, but you could have fled the moment you just... I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Levioso.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
What in Merlin's name were you thinking?
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much.
If you put a foot wrong, it's just, well...
Revelio.
Oh dear, do mind the tiles. Some of them can be mixed.
Uncle Roland senses best. He often asks after you and his owl.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
How nice to see you, my...
But I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
The wizards will have...
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Confringo!
I will make
Bombarda! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda!
I won't rest until you're dead. Wait a moment. Not quiet enough.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
You're making this too easy.
Expelliarmus!
Hit it all.
Accio! Expelliarmus! Caporingo! Levioso!
I will make you.
Levioso! Accio!
Nice try.
Deposit. Accio.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Protego. Expelliarmus.
Won't get away with that.
Stop! I'm afraid of
Accio. Levioso.
Fringo.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
For better or for worse, we're in. It's Totalis. His mind looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported.
Confringo!
Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on. of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas? Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs. That bridge has seen better days. Confringo!
Reparo. Expelliarmus! Confringo!
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. Confringo! We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists
Lumos
declared war.
Confringo! Lumos.
Lumos!
Confringo! Defendo! Fringo!
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction?
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Bombarda!
You're really not very good at this, are you?
Get away! Too slow. There you are. Impressed?
Ringo!
This is almost too easy.
Expelliarmus!
Certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much a rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Wasn't expecting that.
Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa!
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd.
Revelio.
Sure. But I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins...
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what?
No, Sebastian, I haven't.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi. From what I read in a report by the... As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its... If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb...
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Bombarda!
All this grass, it no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Revelio. Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Bombarda! Confringo! We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Revelio. I need to find a safe way across. Confringo! Lumos. Confringo! Incendio! Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Perhaps moving piles of bones towards the center will help. Rickety bone bridge complete. Capulso! Accio! There's something here by the altar. Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Did you hear that?
We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Wingardium Leviosa.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Compulso.
What did you find?
Accio. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But...
Of course.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I
Wingardium
imagined.
Leviosa.
Look, bones stacked
Lumos.
on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable. So...
It's probably wise to know.
I couldn't agree more. You have a lot at stake. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard. Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo! This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Incendio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Leviosa.
Ringo! We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Imperio. Stupid. Incendio! Incendio! Arresto momentum.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Incendio!
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note...
I can't believe it.
What do you suppose is meant by...
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle. Is that... ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to work. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Just you wait! What are you doing? Up for a bit of dying, are we?
They're closing in!
I won't get me on you! Couldn't quite!
Will not win here.
We'll make the You don't know who you're playing with! Sebastian! Stop provoking them! Enjoy suffering! Ringo! You won't get away with that. Stay back! Keep out of the way!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
dig things.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder. You idiot! Not to have served our family for 5 generations, and you go and give out clothes? Now I will have to cook and clean them. Or do you hate your mother that much?
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne
We just lost our parents, and we were packed. She was carefully organizing her prized possession. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest. It holds no enchantment.
Be careful, Sebastian.
Even if ominous is up...
I shall wait to hear from...
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Pardon me?
Hello there. Was there something you need?
Hello, I was one. Penny's the name. Penny's Miss. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell.
Oh,
You'll be able to give if you want the shop, and Penny.
why is your mistress selling?
Penny cannot. However, she has had rotten bad. Oh, this is splendid. You can find Mistress Mason at her home. Penny does hope she gets...
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes.
Yes, I am.
How marvelous. I think you will find... But...
I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can
Well, I reckon you have the... And of course you'll have Penny. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like...
An exceedingly fair...
Huh? You? No catch, really. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade.
Yes. An unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby...
Quick one, you are. Do we have a deal?
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my...
Very well. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible. Hello again.
Madam Mason?
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead.
I have to say I'm
I am indeed.
And brave. You...
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, they're in a chest at the back of the shop. As you get organised, I wish you the very best.
Revelio.
Over here.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbour...
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble us.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well...
I'm not so sure. Name's a lovely little hamlet. Just stunning. Actually, before I go on...
Spiders don't bother...
Lucky you. I'm concerned about my... It's my friend Mary I worry about.
Understandable, but...
I would, but I have a crippling... I don't know what to do.
I'll try my very...
Please do. If you can think of anyone, they'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
This is a change of pace from our last...
Don't remind me. The thought... I've been thinking about those poor dragons. I think a collar is precisely what we found.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar.
That attack always did strike me. Surely you aren't suggesting that the...
Exactly.
Merlin.
That's a good idea.
I'll start looking into it right away. It seems I may have caused you more...
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be... I'll let you know when I have news of her location.